What is popping, gamers? We're jumping back into Age of Civilizations as the Aragon Empire. You know, Aragon's always been one of those countries that, I mean, they were such a powerful empire in like their heyday, but they've never really been remembered. I think Catalonia is really the only thing that keeps them remembered, but other than that, Aragon is just like a forgotten entity of I don't know, a forgotten era pretty much in our history. So I think it'd be really cool just to play as Aragon and just try our best. And let's just have fun as Aragon. And I do have it enabled so everybody can colonize right off the bat, at least in Europe. And I think I gave some of the Asian countries a semi-close ability to colonize quickly. So we can colonize if we feel like it. So again, people in Africa, should we scramble or should we, just kind of hold back for a little bit is the real question. It's kind of up to me, and I don't really know which one I want to do yet. What is this tiny country? Navarra? Should we invade Navarra? They're kind of, I mean, I guess there's really no reason to invade them. They're just kind of sitting here peacefully, minding their business. So if we did attack them, I mean, that kind of just makes us a warmonger, so I don't want to do that. That's not very nice. Should we invade Genoa? Genoa would be a really good territory to take over for our empire, because then it'd really connect us to kind of a good shipping trade route area. Like we have a good little trade kingdom we're starting. I'd also like to invade the Knights. I think that would be a pretty interesting one to take over. And eventually we could go after Naples also, because Naples would give us a really good amount of land over here. I don't think we're quite ready for Castile yet, though. I guess we have a better economy than Castile, but I still don't think we're quite ready yet. And starting out, we have a lot of land that is very unstable, apparently, so we're going to have to stabilize this country before it falls apart, sadly. So that's going to take a couple of turns. You can see a lot of people out here are going to colonize the New World and or Africa. So there will be a scramble for a lot of this northern African and Nigerian land. Occasionally we'll see somebody get over here, but colonization is definitely something we probably want to do pretty early on after we take over Genoa. And I might go to the 13 colonies to colonize. I think we got an alright army built up for the war. I don't know if it's completely OP yet, but we're making enough money, I think we should be fine. So, I don't know if we can invade directly across this island or if we have to sail. So, I'm going to play it safe and I'm just going to declare war. And apparently we can walk right across. It's been a while since I've played, so I don't really remember everything about the islands. And we're also going to build a port right here. And then once that port is completed, we're going to sail directly into their land, perhaps? Maybe we should build up a little bit stronger of a military first, though. Because it does look like they are preparing a massive military right there. So we're going to build up a little bit stronger of a military first. Alright, let's prepare the ships. And we're getting attacked. Apparently they sent over a lot of their troops to the mainland, which is actually... that's probably a good thing, to be honest. Ironically. They've taken Barcelona, though, which is whatever, I guess. But this is probably a good thing that they're over here, because then they're distracted, and we don't have to deal with as many of their troops back at the homeland. So this is probably going to be a good thing, ironically, that they decided to attack us, because then their homeland is fairly undefended, and we should be able to just rush their homeland right here. And that should be the end of the conflict, I would believe. Let's see if that does the job. Some of their land was taken, but not all of it. We're going to do a rush attack on their capital, and this should be the end of them, hopefully. And Genoa has fallen. I think all of their land has fallen. They're at 100% unless they have a colony, which they probably have started colonizing already, so If they have a colony, it doesn't really matter that much because they're going to give us all this land anyway. So let's just take all that over. And that should be the end of Genoa in terms of their European country. And Genoa is officially a part of the Aragon Empire. We are officially stronger than Castile by a little bit, so we could probably take them out if we had to, but they are definitely a rising threat. And I think I'm going to take over Navarra real quick, just because that'll be a fairly simple conflict, and it shouldn't be, very hard to take them out real quick. So we're going to take over Navarra as well. But that will give us a border with the British, which maybe that wasn't the smartest idea, because Britain, I'm pretty sure they are a lot stronger than us at the moment. And all of our neighbors, they utterly hate us right now, so we should probably be trying to improve relations with somebody around here. Let's improve relations with Castile for right now. And we're also going to improve relations with the Ottomans, perhaps? Because apparently nobody else wants to be our friend. After all, though, the war we caused. We might want to invade France and or Castile really quickly, because if we don't, start building a pretty powerful empire for ourselves, I mean, we're not doing terrible, don't get me wrong, but if we don't do something big, we're definitely going to be at risk of, getting attacked by one of these major powers, because we are surrounded by a lot of powerful people right now. We could also be colonizing right now if we really wanted to. A couple people are already out here colonizing. I think this is, who's this? Ferrara, we have Denmark, we have nobody really in Mexico yet, except for Ragusa. But we could be colonizing, and we could be getting a lot of land over here if we wanted to, as a backup plan. Even Korea is out here, like Jesus Christ. Korea is over here in Morocco, so a lot of people are colonizing apparently. Should we go after one of these African countries? It wouldn't be too hard to take over both of these guys right here. Well, it might be kind of hard to take over this one. Alright, so we've taken over the country of Lucca right here, and we're going to annex them into the country. There'll be a small little addition to our land, and then we're going to send all these ships back into the water real quick. I don't think we're quite ready to go after somebody like Savoy. We might be able to go after somebody like this and or Milan. What's Milan looking? Maybe not Milan just quite yet. We could probably go after this tiny country right here. I'm going to do a declaration of war on Siena right here and take them over for our land. There'll be a fairly easy victory for us. And then we can annex them into the country as well. I think a declaration of war on these guys is what I want to do right now, but they are very powerful, and we might have to get a couple more troops ready before we do that. Unless we want to go after somebody like Spain or France right now, but I don't really want to. Even though they do hate me, so maybe we should be improving relations with these guys, because they do not like me whatsoever, and if they do attack me, that would not be very fun. Alright, so we got another 10,000 stack of troops. And this will be going to our African front lines over here. And we will be declaring this war right now. I am ready, or at least about as ready as I could be. I'm not thinking this war is going to go great. It's definitely not going to be like the best battle of all time, like in terms of, military victories, but it's going to do its job, hopefully, and hopefully we can take over this land before they get too powerful. And they manage to counter us is kind of my main worry. I don't want them to counter me. So we have to be careful when we're fighting this battle around here. Okay, we're going to send all these troops over to the front lines in Africa. They are trying to avoid our attacks, which is kind of annoying. We're going to try to hopefully take down that 4,000 stack, but they are trying to avoid us, which will be a problem for us. They keep on going, like, around us, which is kind of annoying. I don't want to move this 2,000 stack in the wrong spot, because we could lose them, and that would slow us down quite a bit. Okay, now we have two 7,000 stacks. There is no way they're going to dodge this, hopefully. And this should be the end of them. Okay, we took down their major amount of troops. Now we can just ship these guys across the continent. And they should finish the job for us. I would hope. Alright, we have won the conflict in Africa. They must have a colony somewhere because they don't have a 100% war score yet. But we should be able to take all this over because the colonies don't really provide any power to this country. And boom, Aragon officially has a massive colony. We are way stronger than France, England, and Castile. And we're even stronger than the Ottomans. We should be in first place right now, if I'm not mistaken. So in terms of population, we are second place, right behind Ming, China. Which Ming has a lot of people, so I get that. What's our economy looking like? I think we have the top economy. Okay, our economy is past Ming, which that is very impressive. I like that. So we are balling right now. We are like the most powerful country in the world right now, debatably. Apparently Castile has taken over Granada though, which that would make Castile a little bit stronger. They do like us right now. Can we be allies? Okay, we can form an alliance with Castile. Can we form a union? That would be very nice. Okay, we're officially allied with Castile, which that is a good ally to have right there. Castile will definitely help us out a lot when it comes to France and England, because I think the next war we're going to declare is going to be against France. So let's get the troops all up here, kind of close to France, and let's start preparing our military to take them over. Alright, I got our happiness up with Castile a lot, and we have officially formed Aragon Castile, which we are going to promptly rename to the Aragon, what should we call it? I guess the Aragon Castilian Empire? Something like that sounds kind of cool. And yeah, we have formed a really interesting country. With the flag actually looks kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie. I actually kind of like that flag, even though I know the flag mechanic to where it merges flags in this game is kind of dumb, but this flag doesn't look that bad. I actually kind of like the look of it. It's kind of different. I kind of like it. But yeah, we are definitely a world power. Our population is gigantic. Our economy is like double the size of Ming. We are popping off right now, and like there's nobody on this map that even comes close to us, in my opinion. I wonder if we can get the British to assist us in a war against France. Not that we need them, but I would like to get rid of France a lot quicker than, normally we would. So I'm going to send a lot of these troops away from the front lines with Portugal. I'm going to leave a couple of them there just in case, but for the most part, we should be good in terms of preparing for a war against France. And we are going to colonize a little bit. We're going to get Bermuda out here, and we're also going to eventually get us part of the 13 colonies for our country. I think our military is getting very close to being fully prepared for utterly crippling France. We might not even need the British for this war, but I would prefer the British to at least semi be a part of this conflict. So we're going to try to do a trade request with Britain and get them to declare war on France, and we'll do the same thing. And we'll see if they accept that. It says likelihood of success is medium, so the British might assist us in a conflict like this, so we'll have to kind of wait and see. And as for our people over here, we're going to start colonizing a lot. So we don't have any movement points, so we're going to have to wait till next turn. Alright, we have a little colony right here. I'm not going to do a lot right now just because we are at war with France. So I don't know how many troops we're going to be able to move this turn. Let's just move a couple of them in for now. The British are going to assist us in this conflict, so we will have the Brits on our side, which is a good thing. I just hope the British don't block us off. I might have to keep a couple troops back here just in case the French break the British front lines down here. So we're going to keep a couple of them down in the south just in case. And I might even build a little bit of a barricade right here along part of our border just in case. And then we're going to do that for this turn. They got a lot of troops though. And it does look like the British will get pushed out, which is a shame because I was really hoping the British would actually, help us and not fail like they usually do. But apparently the British are going to fail. And the French have a lot of troops right there, so we need to be careful about that. We're going to build as many troops to build a little barricade as we can. And yeah, we're going to try to hopefully push the French a little bit back. Probably not a lot, but a little bit. Okay, this guy, we're going to play risky and we're going to split him up a lot. Mainly because I want to end this conflict as quickly as possible against France. I think, is the British... Okay, the British have taken Paris. So the Brits are doing pretty good so far. And we are slowly claiming the south from Spain. Or not Spain, from France. So France's days are numbered as of right now. We are slowly kicking them out of their homeland. Even though they have dodged us a little bit right there. But it shouldn't matter too much because I think we have almost finished them off. We have taken all of southern France away. It looks like the British have just about finished the job up here for us, which is a good thing. We're probably going to help them out because I know Britain sucks at fighting. So Britain's also reclaimed their land over here, so that's a good thing for them at least. Probably not for me. But I think France is about done for. And then we should have a 100% war score to hopefully fully annex all this land that we've taken. Okay, we have 80% war score against France. They probably have a colony hiding somewhere, but it shouldn't matter too much. We're going to demand all of this land from them in the south. And actually, we can take all of this land, so we might as well just take all of it. And England can have whatever they want. I don't really care about them. They can have Paris for all I care. But at this point, we have defeated France, and, England doesn't come close to us, even if they do take all this land over. So we are pretty much an ultimate power. Nobody is going to come close to Aragon. We own, all of this land in Europe already. And we can even ally with Poland, probably. Well, maybe not. But yeah, nobody hates us, really. So I'd say we won for the most part. I mean, we even have a decent-looking colony over here. We might expand that a little bit, just to kind of end the video out. Okay, we've officially made it from the east coast to the west coast in Mexico. So we are pretty much a global empire at this point. We have a gigantic colony, which is only going to keep growing, by the way. This will be eventually a gigantic colony. Should we release it just for fun? I kind of want to release it and just kind of see what happens. We're going to release it just for fun. But yeah, for the most part, we have won the game. And yeah. Alright, we're going to release the Spanish United States. And yeah, they are officially free. The United States of America, a gigantic new country, and we're going to free them as well. We're going to liberate them. Yeah, and then we can ally with them as well. So we have a beautiful ally of the United States, which is a powerful country. They're stronger than Denmark, so they're no pushover. They're going to be a very powerful country out here, and they've probably won in terms of the New World. So we have a global old world empire and a new world empire that we just liberated for fun, which is stronger than a lot of people. So yeah, I'd say we pretty much won this game at this point. Overall, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and peace.